There's a truth about money nobody teaches you. Not in school, not at home, not even when you start working. A truth so simple, so obvious, that once you see it, you'll realize the system was never designed to make you wealthy. In fact, it was built to keep you dependent. Most people discover this too late. But if you're watching this now, you still have time to escape the trap. Meet Adam. At 32, he thought he was doing everything right, working hard, saving a little, paying his bills, trusting that one day things would finally get easier. But year after year, nothing changed. His income went up, but so did his expenses. His savings stayed small, his stress grew, and every month felt like a reset button. One night, frustrated, he asked a question most people never dare to ask. If I'm doing everything they told me to, why am I still struggling? That single question changed everything. Because Adam didn't discover a budgeting trick, a side hustle, or an investment hack. He discovered the truth. The one nobody talks about, the truth about money that explains why most people stay stuck their entire lives, while a tiny fraction escape. And once you understand this truth, nothing about your financial life will ever look the same again. The first truth Adam uncovered was brutal. The financial system was never designed for you to win. It was designed for you to participate, to keep working, to keep paying, to keep consuming. Think about it. From the moment you're a child, you're taught everything except how money works. You learn history, math, geography, but not how to build wealth, not how to invest, not how to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. And that's not an accident. The system needs workers, not competitors. It needs you earning just enough to survive, but never enough to break free. That's why schools teach compliance, not financial intelligence. Why banks encourage debt, not ownership. Why corporations reward loyalty, not independence. You're told to save your whole life in accounts that lose value to inflation, while the wealthy use the same money to buy assets that grow faster than the dollar can fall. The game isn't fair because the rules were never written for you. They were written by the ones who benefit when you stay tired, confused, and hoping for someday. Once Adam realized this, he finally understood. If he wanted freedom, he couldn't follow the same path as everyone else. Because that path leads exactly where the system wants you, stuck. The second truth about money is the one that hurts the most. Hard work doesn't make you rich. If it did, construction workers, nurses, and delivery drivers would be millionaires. They work harder than executives, harder than investors, harder than almost anyone. But money doesn't reward effort. It rewards leverage. Leverage is the ability to multiply your impact without multiplying your hours. The wealthy understand this. The poor and middle class don't, because the system never teaches it. Think about it. A worker earns once for every hour. An investor earns forever for every dollar. A creator earns repeatedly for every product. A business owner earns every time their system runs, even when they're asleep. Hard work is honorable, but it's also limited. There are only 24 hours in a day, and the system counts on you spending most of them producing value, while receiving only a fraction of it back. Leverage breaks that cycle. It allows one person to do the work of 100, through technology, capital, digital products, automation, or distribution. This is why Adam stayed stuck for years. He believed effort equals reward. But the minute he switched from effort to leverage, everything changed. And once you understand this, you'll start seeing the world in two groups: those who trade time for money, and those who build machines that make money for them. The third truth about money is the most dangerous, because it's invisible. Most people aren't trapped by poverty. They're trapped by financial illusions. Illusions created by banks, governments, corporations, and even society itself. And the scariest part? They're so subtle that you think they were your own ideas. Take saving money, for example. You're told it's responsible, smart, safe. But when inflation is eating 5, 8, sometimes 10% of your money every year, saving isn't safety, it's slow loss. Then there's the illusion of good debt. They tell you it's normal to borrow for everything, your car, your phone, your lifestyle, as long as you can make the monthly payment. But they don't tell you those payments chain your future to your past. Or the illusion of stable income. Workers cling to salaries because they feel predictable. Yet the only predictable truth is that your income will always be capped while your expenses keep rising. And the biggest illusion of all? That you have plenty of time. Most people don't realize they're running out of time until it's already too late, trapped in commitments they didn't need, buying things they didn't want, living a life designed by a system they never questioned. Money isn't your enemy. The illusions around it are. And once Adam saw through them, he could finally build real wealth. The fourth truth is the moment everything finally clicks, money doesn't follow time. It follows value. This is the breakthrough Adam had after years of frustration. He realized he wasn't being paid for his effort. He was being paid for the value his effort created for someone else. But here's the twist. You can increase your effort by 20%, but you can increase your value by 2,000%. Value is unlimited. Time is not. When Adam switched his focus from, how can I work more, to how can I become more valuable? Everything in his financial life shifted. He stopped trying to climb corporate ladders and started acquiring skills the market rewards: communication, digital tools, investing, automation, creativity. He stopped thinking like an employee and started thinking like an owner. He stopped asking for permission to grow. And he stopped trading hours for dollars and started trading value for freedom. The rich aren't rich because they work more. They're rich because they discovered how to create value at scale, for thousands or millions, through products, systems, content, or capital. The truth about money is simple. If you become more valuable, you become unstoppable. And when Adam understood that, he didn't just change his bank account. He changed his destiny. The fifth truth is the equation the wealthy live by, the one nobody teaches, but every millionaire understands instinctively. The formula is simple, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here it is. Money equals value times leverage times time. Most people only use one variable, time. They trade hours for dollars, and when the hours stop, the money stops. But the wealthy? They use all three. They build value through skills, knowledge, and asset. They multiply it with leverage, technology, capital, automation, audiences, or systems, and then they let time compound it, not by working more, but by setting up machines that work for them. This is why a single video can earn for years. Why a digital product can sell 24/7. Why one investment can grow even while you sleep. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's math. The poor ask, how much does this cost? The wealthy ask, how many times will this pay me back? The middle class thinks in terms of effort. The wealthy think in terms of multipliers. They create things once and get paid forever. This equation is the real truth about money. The truth nobody tells you until it's too late. And once Adam saw it, he realized that wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you build. Brick by brick. System by system. Choice by choice. So here's the darkest truth about money. Most people discover everything you just learned far too late. They wake up at 50, 60, 70 years old and realize the system didn't fail them. They simply played the wrong game for decades. They chased stability instead of value. They traded time instead of leverage. They followed illusions instead of truth. And by the time they see the equation clearly, their time is gone. But you? You're hearing this now. You still have time to build, time to pivot, time to escape the path almost everyone else is trapped on. The question is not whether this knowledge works. The wealthy have been using it for generations. The real question is, will you act on it or forget it like everyone else? Because in a moment, I'll show you the exact steps Adam took. The same steps anyone can follow, to rebuild their financial life from zero, and finally take control. Here's the real truth about money. the one most people never understand. Wealth isn't a destination. It's a direction. You don't become rich by accident. You get rich by alignment, aligning your skills, your time, and your decisions with the forces that actually create money, value, leverage, and time. Everything you were told growing up, work hard, save a little, buy a house, hope for the best, that wasn't a plan. It was a script. A script designed to keep you predictable, obedient, and endlessly busy. But you don't have to follow that script anymore. You can write your own. Because once you understand that money rewards value, not effort, that it rewards ownership, not labor, that it rewards leverage, not sacrifice, your entire life changes. You stop chasing paychecks and start building systems. You stop waiting for opportunity and start creating it. You stop wishing for a better future and start engineering one. You don't need to be exceptional. You just need to stop playing the game the way the system wants you to, and start playing the way the wealthy always have. Adam didn't get lucky. He got informed. He got intentional. And he got free. If this video opened your eyes, even a little, then do one thing right now. Subscribe. Because in the next video, I'll show you the exact steps to start applying these truths today, whether you're starting with $10, $100, or nothing at all. Most people will ignore this message and go back to the life the system planned for them. But not you. You stayed until the end. And that means you're already ahead. Your new life doesn't start someday. It starts the moment you decide it does.